Um, Good day, everyone. Good day, traders. How are you? Hope you're well. I'm just gonna give you some setups that I'm looking at for this week, right? We're on the 10th of February, so I'm just looking for setups. So in this week, we have NFP on Wednesday, non-farming payroll. It didn't happen last week Friday. It's happening this Wednesday, hopefully. And then we've got CPI. So these are the news that are pushing the market the most, right? So they are all in 1 week. So with that said, what am I expecting, right? Let's get straight to the charts without wasting time. So make this video short. Um, okay. Now, first things always look at DXY dollar index, right? Go into daily, right? We're in a range here. There's a range here on daily, right? And then if you zoom in a little bit better, um, that was the low, that was the low. It took out the low, right? And then it's becoming bullish. So it has retraced. Now it's about to be a bullish dollar, right? So if we zoom in properly, this is a good area for buys on dollar, right? It could happen tomorrow in NFP. It could range today and then in NFP push up for dollar strength, right? So yeah, we're expecting dollar strength, some key dollar strength, right? Because it has been weak. Now it's time for the pullback. Okay, now let's look at gold. If there's dollar strength, that means gold must drop, right? Cool. Um, dollar hair, I mean gold. There's some key resistance zones in gold. So it pushed down, pushed up, pushed down, but it's holding that level. It's holding. It's been holding that zone. So I'm expecting some bears to come in, right? And don't forget there is some gaps. There are some gaps on gold. If you look at H4, there was a gap. The latest gap has been closed. Right? That gap it wasn't closed. Okay, it's closed. Sorry. So those gaps, that gap closed, right? You can see there that gap was closed, and then there was a push down. It closed that gap. That did the last gap close? Let's see. Did that gap close? No. So there's that gap that needs to be closed. So I'm expecting some bearish momentum, so with for that dollar strength. So yeah, I'm expecting some a pullback on dollar. Maybe not all the way down, but yes, we are at resistance of gold. Okay, moving further, Euro USD also confirms dollar strength coming. Touched did the highest point there, created at a high point there. So I'm expecting this three-wave move. One wave done. There's some rejection there. You see these candles have been rejecting, so we're expecting dollar strength as well to push further down, right? So we're expecting some push to the downside. GBP USD did its five-wave move, did its pull back. So we've got one We're looking for that retracement before that. So we are expecting USD strength as well there. USD ZAR, right? It really pushed down. We went to 1564. We pushed up a pullback. We just have a pullback there. If you look at the candle structure, there's big wicks. So now expecting that move up. So everything is telling us dollar strength, right? US 30, see this trend line has been holding price, held price, held price. We are now at the peak of that trend line. So yeah, since there's two important news, I believe if dollar is strong, then US 30 drops. So that's what we're expecting, a drop there. Took out that high, coming back to retest probably and push up or touch there and move down. But definitely this is gonna be a drop. US 30 been sitting on this trend line, then that block. So you can see there support, broke out of support. Now it's retesting to drop lower. So Nasdaq, we're expecting sales. Yeah, so that's USD. All these are based on USD. Then we go to Japanese yen. Japanese yen, been looking for the strength to come through. This is the support zone. If you look there, it touched the support, went up, coming back for a pullback. Now you can see there's a green candle to move up. So we're expecting all yen pairs to, we're expecting that bullish momentum. So we're expecting all yen pairs to drop, right? So let's look at some yen pairs. We can see there that there's resistance there on yen, right? Double top hasn't broken there. It's not creating higher highs. This is a evening star to drop. So expect some pairs. GBP JPY also has been forming higher highs, but now it's been stuck here since January started. It's been just touching that high. Then we're expecting those drops to happen. USD JPY as well. Been forming higher highs, stop fires, forming higher highs, went down, pulled back in the zone to drop lower. So everything is pointing for the strength of Japanese yen, which means all the yen pairs are gonna drop. This one is just something that I was looking at. It's taking time to pull back, spiked this big spike and coming back and closing there shows that there is some support there. So took out this level of support, then now coming back to, so just moved a little bit lower, but this will be a buy eventually. And then we hold and we trade it. So yeah, I wanted to keep it short. These are the pairs to expect. Expect USD strength, expect JPY strength. So yeah, just play this recording again. I'll try and post these charts on the swing trades group. Cool. So cheers, guys.